Running a little bit behind everybody. Sorry about that. Just a few technical difficulties. So you can be ready. We're going to do Through Love to Light. And we're going to look at Oh That I Had a Thousand Voices. So you won't have 1,000 complaints because it's a little confusing. And With What Shall I Come? Through Love to Light, Oh That I Had a Thousand Voices, and With What Shall I Come? Does it seem warm in here to anybody but besides me? Okay.
It does, Jeff?
Yeah.
It feels still.
Chilly. Yes, but it was just me.
It's just you.
I think it's Jeff's fault.
It is true.
He got his second shot today.
It's radiating.
Radiating heat. Is Monica here? Monica's here.
She was going to
Okay. When she gets back, would you ask her to text Bob and make sure we have air in here? I'm sure you all have air at home. And we're glad about that. How are our numbers? We're at 35. Come on, peeps.
Monica has Windows copies with What Shall I Come is a retreat piece, so Martha may have it at home right now.
Excellent.
I'm not able to log on to like anything right now. I'm not really sure
Oh, okay, cool.
what's happening with all that. I have with What Shall I Come at home. I can also have Jim bring
Don't
you a
worry
copy.
about it.
and
He's
someone can use
going to
mine.
let her use his iPad.
Okay. Sorry, No, you're fine. I'm sorry. I should have.
Sorry, real.
Did you text it to Cindy or email? I wonder, however, if our low number is because other people are having trouble. Where are we at this point?
We're still showing roughly around 35.
Hey, Grace,
Yeah. Yes.
you can say yeah to me, it's okay.
My mom always used to yell at me about that. That's why I said that.
I'll text her when I get in the car. Cindy texted me and said no rehearsal link.
I'm so sorry. I forgot to send them out, and then I tried to get on the rock, and it's not letting me log on.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I'm gonna.
That's why we only have 35 so far.
Yeah, I'm very, very sorry. I'm going to ask. It's on Facebook. The Zoom link is always the same, and it's on Music News. So I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna see if anyone can log onto the rock and send it out. I mean, I don't know why I'm just not able to.
Tina, send it to me.
Okay, Devin's gonna send it out for me.
Actually, Sid, what mine says is it's faster than you.
Yeah, it just says it's faster.
It doesn't say it's faster than you think.
Oh, it's funny because I'm looking at it. It's faster than you think.
Look at mine.
See that back?
Oh. Right here. It's faster
faster
than
than
you.
you.
It's faster than you.
Shelly, if you're listening, I'm gonna laugh with you. Shelly texted me back and said, "I on now, cause Facebook."
I talked pretty one day.
I on now? How are our numbers now?
We are up to 42.
Good. Let's wait and give everybody just a little
Yeah, you can give this
chance
back
of
to
Rooney.
Ryan. He gave me
It's Holy Week, folks. Things happen.
Hey, I think Lauren needs music. I think she's the only one. Yeah. What?
I was laughing at Rob.
Oh. Does anyone else need music? Just Lauren?
How are we?
Still holding firm at about 42, 43.
Devin's about to send out the email to everyone, so hopefully
Oh,
that
she
will-
hasn't sent it yet.
No, I had to walk her through it because she's never done it before.
My, what a lovely deceptive cadence you had there. Ron.
Let me say again for everybody, we're going to start with through love to light. Through love to light. Then, oh, that I had 1,000 voices. Then, with what shall I come? Through love to light, oh, that I had 1,000 voices. And with what shall I come?
We're up to 55.
Good. Let's wait.
Shirley
Another-
sent it out to the altos, so that helped too, I think. Which is great.
Probably a good thing Randy's not here tonight. He would be swollen and dead by now with these lilies. Whew. Major. Love you, Randy. One more time, we're doing through love to light. Oh, that I had 1,000 voices. And with what shall I come? How's the number?
We're at 48.
We were at 55 a minute ago.
Oh, I lied. I looked at the wrong number. I'm sorry. 61.
Okay. So I'm saying, people are so impatient.
Send them away.
Okay, let's go. Let's just read through love to light. If if your copy came through from my copy the way Rob's did, on my music I have it's faster than you think. Rob's just has it's faster than you. So either way, you get the message. Remember, it's 2 beats to the bar, so it goes very quickly. 1 and 2 and. And Good. Now, right now, think about that, how that tempo felt on the last page, and the same tempo felt on the first page. At first, to me, it feels so fast. It feels like this is too fast. And then you get to those huge stretches of the Great Plains, and those chords just seem to last so long. So to me, that tempo feels good. I like that. Now, in popular music, oftentimes you'll hear them talk about the hook, and that may be what you remember about the song, the one phrase that you remember about the song. To me, anthems can have what I call a hook, and oftentimes it's what makes me want to buy the piece. It's the part that I remember, and for me, it's at the top of page 6. Through darkness to a perfect day. That chord progression is so beautiful. We need, for baritones at home, we need a lot of baritone in there. You're very important. And it just needs to really be deep-seated and just sort of dig in right there at the top of page 6. It's great. That's really the only moment when that particular thing happens in this piece. Now, let's go back to page 4. At the top, through love, through love, through love, through love, through love, through love, to light. I want to hear the grace and, well, no, that's first and second soprano. Well, let's hear Lauren and Grace. Grace, would you do the pickup to the second measure, top of 4, and then Lauren, you come in. And then we'll go back and take the second soprano part, but for now it's first soprano. Top of 4, starting with sopranos. And 1, and. Did you hear what Lauren did? She lifted, even though she knows it's supposed to carry over, which a quartet can't do the carryovers that I've got marked. She did not put the S on darkness on because she knew she was going to have to lift there. Perfect. Brilliant. That was first alto. Can we do it now with, when there's a second soprano part, sing second soprano, and when there is a second alto part, sing second alto. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, same spot, top of page 4. Soprano pickup. Here we go. 1 and 2. Lovely. Okay, yes, sir?
Sorry, I said I sang the wrong notes on measure 15. Can I get a do-over?
Sure.
No.
Let's just do second soprano from the top of page 4. Here we go. 1 and. Yeah, then there's no more.
Yeah.
Good. Now let's do, let's start with the bass pickup on the first page, page 3. I'm sorry, let's start with the tenor pickup at the bottom page, the first page. Didn't take bass and tenor, but when it divides, let's take baritone this time, Jeff. And we don't have any tenor divisi coming up. Here we go. Bottom of the first page, and 1 and 2. And I think for everybody, altos included, why don't you put a tiny crescendo from to the into perfect day? Basses and baritones don't have two though, but pretend you do. Okay, let's go back and do all of that together. Let's have first soprano, first alto, bass. And there's no tenor divisi. Starting at the bottom of the very first page. Here we go. 1 and. Keep going.
From darkness and from sorrow of the night.
And 2.
Morning that comes singing o'er the sea.
2. From
Darkness and from sorrow of the night.
Morning that comes singing. Morning that comes singing. Morning that comes singing o'er the sea.
o'er the Cool. A great piece. Now, there's tons more divisi we won't get to tonight, but maybe we'll do that next week. Because now I want to jump over to Oh That I Had a Thousand Voices, which if Jeff were here, he could tell us how long it's been since we've sung this. And it's been a very, very long time, I think. I want to walk you through it first and just talk about what we're doing and what we're not doing. This is for all the choirs. We're not using all the choirs, we're using the chancel choir. We're not using bells, and we're not doing this spoken part in the middle. So on page 3, you can lightly mark out, well, you're not doing it. You can knock yourself out and mark out the middle section where it says handbells and narrator. We have no narrator. Okay? Then, when you get over to page 5, where it says youth choir, that's going to be choir 2. So if you're a second soprano, second alto, second tenor, or bass, you sing letter F. That's choir 2. Second soprano, second alto, second tenor, bass. Then when the page turns, the Lord of hosts, you can see where it says youth choir. That's still choir 2. Then I'm sorry, I did this wrong. Oh, I see what I did. Then choir 1 comes in at letter G. That "Oh, for 1,000 tongues to sing," which is the hymn. So choir 2's on the bottom, choir 1's on the top. Does everybody understand? Then, when you turn the page where it says children's choir, that is sopranos. Then at the bottom of the page where it says add youth choir, sopranos, and altos, that's alto, add altos. So sopranos begin the page, sopranos and altos finish the page. Then when you turn the page again, where that top system is, that now join me in my heart's devotion, you don't have to worry about that. You can see where it says adult choir. Now join me in my heart's devotion as I exalt to the Lord Most High. You can just forget the top staff. Then we all sing, O Father, humbly I beseech thee to listen to my earthly song until in heaven my voice shall reach thee. Don't worry about the children's choir line. Just sing where it says adult and youth. Same thing on the next page. Ignore that top line. Now it gets a little complicated. Letter L, go ahead and mark out the second verse. And first sopranos take the descant. So we're not going to sing the second verse, and first sopranos are going to sing the descant on that first verse. Then when you turn the page to page 11, go ahead and mark out that second verse still, and mark out the first ending. You are going to sing the word grace, but you're going to sing it down there in the second ending. God and King, the triumphs of his second ending, grace. If we don't cut some of this at the last, y'all, it's just interminable. And then down there at letter M, mark out verse 3 and 4. We're only going to sing verse 5. And then we're going to go to verse 6. Now, I know that was probably too fast for some of y'all, but we'll go over it again.
And they can watch it on repeat.
That's right, to your heart's content. Okay? And I just want to give you, I don't want us to work on this hard tonight, but I want to give you an idea of what it sounds like. At the bottom of page 3, where the main melody begins at letter C with vigor, let's sing that for them, y'all. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and. Stays the same. Stop. Let's sing from the top. Page 6 on Hosts the Door, and stay on that second choir part. We'll go back in just a minute and sing the first choir part, but right now we're going to stay on what is marked youth choir. Here we go, hosts, 2, 3, and. To my soul and body. Can we do that one more time? Host the door. We're going to stay on the youth choir part for now, which is choir 2, 3, and 4. And 2. My soul and body and 2. Good. Now, just for edification, we get to hymns of praise to 1 to 10 pa da dum bum 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 bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now look at choir 1, which is the hymn of 4,000 tongues to sing at the top of page 6. We sing that, and 1, 2. Good. Do it again, and I don't expect the quartet to follow this because they're a quartet, but there will be no breath after sing. Well, 4,000 tongues to sing to the Lord with hymns of praise. But for right now, don't worry about it, just so you'll know down the road. Here we go again, choir 1, and 1, 2. Now let's start right where you sing at the top of page 7, children's choir, which is sopranos. Yep. Here we go. 1 and 2 and.
Forest leaves so green and tender, dancing for joy in summer.
Little Irish spring.
Meadow grass is bright and slender, flowers so wondrous sweet.
And add altos.
All creatures that have breath and motion, that fill with life earth, sea, and sky. Now join me in our devotion, as I exalt the Lord,
Good. Rob, would you play our parts at As I Exalt? I'm not expecting y'all to get it. In fact, I don't even really want to pick apart the notes right there. I'm not worried about it. I mostly am interested in everybody knowing the roadmap. So we've gotten that far. Look at letter K and keep going. Oh, Father, humbly. 1, 2, 3, and.
Oh, Father, humbly I beseech thee, to listen to my earthly song.
And 2.
Until in heaven my voice shall reach thee,
And.
amidst the angels throng.
And 2. And. Good. I'm not even worried about those notes right now. And letter L is the hymn we all know. And. Oh. Second ending. Second ending. 1, 2. He speaks and listening to his voice, new life the dead receive. Now mournful broken hearts rejoice, now humble glory. 1, 2. Hear him, ye deaf, his praise dog, your loosened tongues employ. Inland behold your Savior come, and leap within for joy. And we will, once the hymn kicks in at the bottom of 11, we will have the congregation, or sorry, that's not right. Middle of 10, we'll have the congregation sing with us on the hymn tune. Okay? Any questions about that crazy roadmap? It's not really very hard, it's just what to do when. No questions? Excellent. Let's look at with what shall I come? And once again, we marked the A section, the B section, the B1 section, and then back to A. And all we're going to do tonight is A section, just like we did last week. And if you weren't here last week, the A section comes back the second time on page 9. So we'll do the beginning up to a certain point, we'll stop, and then we're going to jump to page 9. So you'll be ready. It looks terrible on the page. I think this piece looks way harder than it is. Let's start at the very top, Robert.
All right, Sydney.
Oh, sorry, you want me to? Yeah. And
With what shall I come before the Lord and bow myself before God on high? With what shall I come before the Lord? With what shall I come? With what shall I come? With what shall I come?
we'll come back. And
With what shall I come before thy throne, before God, before God, with what shall I come? With what shall I come? With what shall I come?
good. Let's go back. I started that too fast. That's my fault. Let's do that much again. Watch out for measures like measure 9, which gets really funky. Play the parts on high, Rob, in measure 9. Yeah, it doesn't sound too bad. Just play. I mean, it didn't sound bad. It doesn't sound as difficult when you just play it. And then there's
part that always sounds fun.
that's right. And the same thing in measure 13. Same sort of tuning issues in measure 13. Yeah, different chord, same issues. Here we go. Let's do the pickup to measure 6 a little bit slower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
With what shall I come before the Lord and bow myself before God on high? With what shall I come before the Lord? With what shall I come? With what shall I come? With what shall I come?
I think the hardest thing about this piece is tuning. And
With what shall I come? With what shall I come? Before the Lord, before God on high, before God shall I come? With what shall I come? With what shall I come? With what shall I come?
good. Just before we leave this section, and that may be, I don't know, we may not get much beyond this section. Can we hear ladies, if I was going to say, let's go back and do the part that is the most challenging to tune in that second section starting at the bottom of page 3, where would you say those sections are?
I think it's hard for the altos to get in there.
Just to get in?
Yeah. Once you're in, it's not bad.
Let's do that a couple of times. Grace, would you start us off, and we'll do that and go a little ways, but we'll stop. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
With what shall I come? With what shall I come? And fall as on before God on high.
Good. Let's do that one more time. Just that much. It was good. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
With what shall I come? With what shall I come? Before thy throne, before God on high. Before God on high. Before the Lord. With what shall I come? With what shall I come?
Good. Let's go back and do it with everybody starting there at the bottom of page 3. Here we go. And know that in large part, rehearsing this is also rehearsing the tail end of this piece. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
With what shall I come? With what shall I come? Before the throne, before God on high. Before God on high. Before the Lord. With what shall I come? With what shall I come? With what shall I come?
Jeff, that second vaccination gave you some really amazing low notes.
Mutation.
Let's have equal time for the guys. Let's start at the bottom of 3 with just tenor bass. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
With what shall I come before the Lord God on high? Before God on high, Lord, with what shall I come? With what shall I come?
Yeah, in the last measure, bottom of 21. Well, let's do the last measure and a half of bottom of 4. Come, I come, and then when you get to with, hold it, just to make sure we got that. Here we go, and come. Sorry. The last measure and a half at the bottom of. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Let's all do that one more time from the bottom of page 3, and then we're going to be done. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
With what shall I come? With what shall I come? Before thy throne, before God on high. Before God on high. Before the Lord. With what shall I come? With what shall I come? With what shall I come?
Good. And for friends at home, anytime you have a descending line like that, think up as you're going down. With what shall I come? Really tight intervals on that way down. Okay, good. Thank you, singers. We appreciate you being here. Some of you, even if you're not feeling 100%. And thank you, Randy. Thanks, Monica. And
That's
Oh.
right,
What did I say?
Randy.
I'm sorry.
Randy not me.
It's all the R's. Ryan and Rob. All the R people. And are you recording, or Ryan, are you recording? No hymns after this, so I can stay here and do this. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Cindy.
Thank you, Randy, wherever you are.